Hello there, folks. Welcome to a special live stream of the Drive-In. Oscars are out and available, folks. We got takes.
We got takes. We don't care who hears them, and we're excited.
I don't care how uninformed mine are.
Yeah, there's definitely some things I majorly disagree with. There's just so many disagreements I have, but we're excited to be here with you. We're excited to give you mostly lukewarm and terrible takes, but god damn it.
I also want this to serve as a nice before and after because we will be doing a stream the week of the Oscars as well. As of this moment, at least for Best Picture, I haven't seen any of these movies, and by the time the week of the Oscars rolls around, I want to have seen all of them, at least for Best Picture.
Yeah, that's something that I started just last year, trying to get in as many Best Picture nominees as possible, and it's hopefully going to become a staple in how I watch movies, and it keeps you up to depth with the times and what's in and what's out in Hollywood.
I think 2016 or 2015, maybe a couple of those years, I think I saw almost all, if not all, of the nominations, and it made me want to watch them more.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was a really, really good year for film, like straight up. So I fully agree. I think that's definitely an influential movie period for many folks.
And since I'm a degenerate gambler, I'm going to be looking at some prices. Let's start off with that. Let's see if I can find some entertainment odds for the Oscars. Where do we
I know that the odds-on favorite like a week before last year was Power of the Dog, and that ended up losing. I think Belfast won, maybe.
Let's go through the Oscars category by category and see what our initial takes are. So starting off, we have Best Actor in a Leading Role: Austin Butler, Elvis; Colin Farrell in The Banshees of Inisherin; Brendan Fraser in The Whale; Paul Mescal in Aftersun; and Bill Nighy in Living. So the odds right now.
Can you zoom in on the odds?
They don't have the odds on this, but I could.
I mean, zoom in on the font. I mean,
let me see what I could do.
Yeah,
there we go. There we go. Bam. So that's actor in a leading role. Odds for those guys: Brendan Fraser's the favorite at -175. Colin Farrell +275. Austin Butler +300. Paul Mescal +2500, and Bill Nighy 40-1.
I mean, Austin Butler was supposedly supposed to win this. I see a lot of Brendan Fraser love for The Whale. It seems like that might end up gaining steam here.
It's also like a comeback move. Like his career's kind of taking like a second win because of it.
Yeah, everyone in Hollywood is like a huge fan of his, and like he seems to be like a decent human being. And like if Austin Butler has to win it, I mean, he hasn't changed his voice since the movie. He's truly still in character. So it's like, I'll give it to him, but ultimately, like, I'm not going to sit through that movie. I'm just.
What was the last, like, character, artist biographical film you saw?
I watched.
Because I didn't see Queen. I didn't see the Queen
one. Queens was good. It was definitely better than the Elton John one. The Elton John was more.
Didn't see that one either.
It was more like a musical one, and it was pretty corny. I think the last official one I saw was Walk the Line, which was probably better than both.
That one, I've seen Walk the Line. I remember loving that. I think Ray was the last one I saw.
And I have yet to see Ray.
Loved it. Jamie Foxx, he killed it.
Yeah, he's incredible.
I think probably Brendan Fraser. I think this is like a career comeback for him, sort of thing. They're really pushing it. The Whale did have one of the funniest promotional posters. It was just sad, fat Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, it's like so depressing. It's like I almost I want to watch it, but then there's a part of me that's just like, it's fucking brutal, man.
The Academy loves that shit, dude.
That is true. They love that shit.
I think Colin Farrell +275 is my play. I did a little skimming and scamming. You'll see a lot of the Banshees of Inisherin in this list.
I mean, that was really, really solid. I don't know if we'll when we fully delve into that, but really solid film available on HBO now.
Okay, next up is actor in a supporting role. Like I just said, we got Brendan Gleeson in The Banshees of Inisherin, Brian Tyree Henry in Causeway, Judd Hirsch in The Fablemans, Barry Kagan in The Banshees of Inisherin, and Ke Huy Quan in Everything Everywhere All at Once. So two nominations for Best Supporting Actor for The Banshees.
I only know Brendan Gleeson as the cashier in No Country for Old Men. Like he's the one in the infamous coin flip scene.
Is
But
that? I don't think that's him. Is he?
That's 100% him. Is
I
that
don't
not?
think that's him.
Is that not him? Oh. Maybe not. If he can't shake an Irish accent, then maybe not. Like I don't know what I know him from, unless he was in like what's the movie with Brian Cox and their cops? Shenanigans. You got to talk about Shenanigans, right?
So obviously he was in Bruges.
Okay.
He was in Braveheart.
I haven't seen that since seventh grade.
Okay, let's go through. We're gonna take a little detour right now and go through Brendan Gleeson's actorial. Okay, Frank Violent, coming role, Mr. Mercedes, Ghost Graveyard, Frankie, Sidekick, Paddington 2.
People love fucking Paddington, man.
Paddington's
Ever
great.
since it beat Citizen Kane or whatever for like the best movie ever, or however that's.
Song of the Sea, The Hogwarts Express.
I will say the winner of this, having seen all of these except The Fablemans, I believe. I don't know. I'll butcher his last name, but Everything Everywhere All at Once. If you're going with the theme of like career resurgences, I do think him, I know for a fact that he is the Yankees hat little boy in the Indiana Jones movies. And, I saw his speech and about how he always thought he would never get work again. And the movie itself is just like a really insane, totally unique experience. Like I will not be upset if it just clears house. I definitely think leading actress should 100% go to the main actress in the movie, and my vote would be towards him and supporting actress.
I'll tell you this: he is the favorite at minus 1250.
Yeah, right. So heavy on him. Yeah, I don't know if I want to lay all that juice.
I don't. I think he wins it. I think this is a similar thing with Brendan Fraser. It is the comeback story. It is the feel good story. It was a good movie, and to like be jaded and know with the Oscars, it's foreign director, Asian film. They're gonna love it.
You have to, right? And that was my original gripe. Like Parasite beat out a couple movies that I really liked. Squid Game beat out like Succession, Ozark, Better Call Saul, and I
think we're 100% for mentioning Succession on every.
Absolutely. If I'm gonna be the one to fucking because I fucking love Succession, but I definitely am all for the the Asian representation here, the Asian persuasion. I feel like at some point they're going to have to give Steven Spielberg an award. Like I feel like every movie does, he gets something. So like, I don't know if it's probably not Judd Hirsch here, but someone from the Fablemans movie has to win.
You know what I think he gets? Because I'm pretty sure, I bet he's nominated for Best Director.
Oh, that would be it. That seems like that would be.
I bet that's it, and I don't know if he deserves it. I'm going off of vibes right now. I'm going off of vibes, but
it wouldn't be Baz Luhrmann. I'll tell you that much because he
haven't seen the Fablemans, so.
Have not seen the Fablemans out. I think it's strictly in theaters unless you're paying like fucking $30 to see it.
Up next, we got actress in a leading role: Cate Blanchett in Tar, Ana de Armas in Blonde. I've seen clips of Blondie. Andrea Riseborough in Toe Leslie, Michelle Williams in The Fablemans, and Michelle Yeoh in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Michelle Yeoh 110% deserves this one. I don't think it's particularly close. I mean, if you haven't seen the movie itself, I mean, it's such an incredibly unique movie where she plays like a billion roles. She could be dressed up as a construction worker, bowling alley, cashier, ninja. Like she probably puts on literally upwards of 100 different outfits. Like it's absolutely bonkers. Now I will say the Blonde movie, that was sort of botched. Like
talk about what This is why when I see like Twitter threads or Reddit threads or things like that have these casting ideas, just because the actors or actresses look like the character, because she looks like she looked the part. She has an incredibly thick accent that she cannot stop doing.
Yeah, and it faded in and out like throughout. Like it just wasn't very, very well cohesive. Like it was kind of shitty. And I feel bad, but like, yeah.
I loved her in Knives Out.
Absolutely.
She's a good actress, but like, what are we doing?
I 100% agree. I mean, people cannot get their Southern accent right. Shout out to Twister. Like it happens. Sometimes people are bad with Southern accents. Just so I could, I'm going to shit on it later, but Tar, not a good movie, folks. Cate Blanchett does have a tour de force performance as the lead. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen such a contrast between like the lead is so fucking good, but the movie itself is just, I think it just sort of falls flat. So if you're looking for a great acting performance, it would not surprise me if Cate Blanchett won, but
she is the favorite.
Over Michelle, bro.
Give me the odds right now. Cate Blanchett is the minus 225 favorite. Michelle Yeoh is plus 140.
I would take the plus money there.
I might take the plus money, and then it's like 18-1, 25-1, 35-1. Da 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 da.
They're probably not going to give a three-peat best supporting role actress, best supporting actor, and best lead all to Everything Everywhere at Once. So like the Yankee hat guy is gonna win. The supporting actress has the second lead actress to Michelle Yeoh.
I think it has two of them. I think there's two of them for supporting.
Okay. Because she did amazing, and she actually didn't get nominated in the Golden Globes, and it was like a huge, like everyone was fucking pissed how she didn't. So like I think they had to throw her a bone there. I don't know if she wins. Michelle Yeoh absolutely deserves it. Just because I think the movie itself holds up. Tar is a pretentious, pompous, totally garbage film. It tries so hard to be the Black Swan. It tries so hard to be like the Babadook, and it's not that interesting. Cate Blanchett, though, really hot. She's great. Jim is having...
My mic came unplugged.
Yeah, we're back.
I love Cate Blanchett and a lot of other roles. Speaking of, though, you were saying actress in a supporting role. Up next, we got Angela Bassett, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Hong Chow in The Whale, Carrie Condon in The Banshees of Inisherin, Jamie Lee Curtis in Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Stephanie Sue in Everything Everywhere All at Once. So Everything Everywhere All at Once, you're getting a double nom here.
Once we end up getting to, once we have both watched all the films and we do that stream, but incredible movie. I do like I don't know what the odds are. Stephanie Sue, really people bitch to get her in. So I don't know if this is just a bone thrown, but she's also excellent. Jamie Lee Curtis, as old as she is, finally, get an Academy Award nomination like this. It's pretty epic. Angela Bassett, I did not see the new Black Panther movie.
Haven't either. And
there's just something about it.
I'm out. I haven't watched a Marvel movie since Endgame. I'm just kind of done.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I can't keep up with it. Like I told you before, it's like sports, you miss one or two, and like that's just sort of how it is. Like
yeah.
But yeah.
Sports, you miss one or two, and like it's like sports,
Nice, you got the stream open.
Yeah, I got the fucking stream open. Fucking
the odds real quick. Who do you think the favorite is?
I don't know about the bitch and the whale. I'm gonna go with Angela Bassett.
You are 100% correct.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett clocking in at minus 300. Up next is Carrie Condon, plus 225. Jamie Lee Curtis at 10-1. Stephanie Sue at 12-1. And then Hong Chow in The Whale at 18-1.
Okay, so clearly the Stephanie Sue thing was just like all the younger Gen X, Gen Z folks bitching on TikTok, and they got her a nom because she missed the Golden Globes. They have Jamie Lee Curtis ranked higher, which I think is kind of funny, because Stephanie Sue is really the glue that holds the movie together. So yeah, if Angela Bassett gets it, that's fine. I don't quite know what other nominations. Probably soundtrack. I think the soundtrack for Wakanda Forever.
Probably like soundtrack and visual effects or something like that.
Yeah.
I might take a flyer on Stephanie Sue, but like this is gonna be. I have to watch all the movies first.
That is fair. I stopped after Endgame saying Jenna. That's, I think, totally. I mean, Jim said he was totally down with Endgame as well as Infinity War, but like, it's tough to keep up with all of them.
Well, like, I just thought that Endgame was a perfect place to end it, and I was like, you know what? I see where they're going. They're going to Disney Plus, and I saw where they were going, where you have to watch every piece of Marvel content to really fully understand what's going on. And I'm telling you this, I'm not going to watch 4 TV shows and 6 movies to understand one big movie.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's just not happening. It's not going to happen. So up next, we got animated feature film. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots The Last Wish, The Sea Beast, and Turning Red. Let me tell you this, it's going to go to Pinocchio, folks.
100%. 100%. I'm guessing the odds are probably gross.
Minus 800 for Pinocchio.
Just feels like the obvious choice. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I don't, other than Puss in Boots, I don't think I've heard of the other 3 movies.
I haven't heard of The Sea Beast, haven't heard of Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, but I have heard of Turning Red. That was that Disney movie about the girl that turned into like a big red panda when she got, I think, stressed or something.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think people were like outraged for some reason at something.
And if people want to get mad or annoyed with us about not watching the movies, guess what? The Academy doesn't even watch all the movies.
Factual, 100%. 100% agree.
I love Puss in Boots. I'm just going to say that. I did watch Puss in Boots.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, great character.
Maybe the best like Shrek universe movie since Shrek 2.
That's probably not a bad take.
It's not, because a lot of the ones have been really bad.
Yeah. I can feel that. I know people do love the sequel, but like you said, after 2. So we're
Shrek 2 was really good. Shrek 3 was terrible. And then a bunch of the stuff after that was just god-awful.
If you had to identify as one of the characters in Shrek, who do you feel you most are aligned with?
Ooh, Gingerbread Man.
Gingerbread Man. Someone told me once, a bunch of girls told me that I am like the 3 blind mice. And I'm like, that's the most random. It was out of nowhere, too. Like, you know who you remind me of? The 3 blind mice in Shrek. I was like, I don't understand what the fuck that means, but I'll take it, I guess. I'll be... You know what I mean? Like,
I guess I'll take it.
Yeah, I kind of hate it. Like, there's so many cooler people in the movie, but like, if I have to be the 3 blind mice, fuck it.
Up next, we got cinematography. We got All Quiet on the Western Front, available on Netflix. Bardo, False Chronicles of a Handful of Truths, Elvis, Empire of Light, and Tar.
My guess is the favorite is either Elvis or All Quiet on the Western Front. I will say All Quiet on the Western Front was fucking insane. Probably some of the most gripping, like legitimately there's a sequence where they think only 1 tank is showing up and there's 3, and it's like a 15 to 30 minute sequence that my jaw was like the whole fucking time. Like it's fucking insane. And really good cinematography, like rightfully so. Like I can't make it through all of Elvis, but I mean, that would be my vote. I would give it to.
It is the favorite, minus 250 for All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah.
Up next is Empire of Light by Roger Deakins, but I think like Deakins has been a staple in the cinematography award. People have been wanting him to like get his shine, and he did get his shine. What was that? 4 years ago with Blade Runner.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I guess it was 4 years ago now. Fuck.
Something like that, 4 or 5 years ago. He won it with that, and that was kind of like a career award. So Deakins already has his career Oscar.
Right. There is no Leo the Revenant incoming. Like, I think it has to go to All Quiet on the Western Front because it was just fucking really, really well done. And good soundtrack, too. Really, really good soundtrack.
Looking forward to that one. Costume design, we're just going to zip through these because
fuck them.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That has to be Everything Everywhere All at Once has to win this. I mean, I'd be pissed.
Yeah. Babylon, Black Panther, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris.
I don't give a fuck about the last one. I hope it loses every nomination.
I'll tell you this. There's a tie for first. It's not Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Wow. What do I know? Probably
plus 110 for Elvis and plus 110 for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Okay. That's fair.
6-1 for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I could see, I'm noticing a trend. You're seeing Everything Everywhere All at Once nominated for a lot of awards.
Yeah.
And what happens when I see this usually is they miss out on a bunch of them, but they get the big one, or they get a lot of them and miss out on the big one.
That is true. It is either, if you could maybe live bet the ceremony, that would be huge. If you could see, okay, these two lost early, I know, but normally by the week of, it's sort of understood who will win. But although the last couple of years, it has been up in the air.
It has been. Up next, we have directing. We got The Banshees of Inisherin, Martin McDonagh, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Daniel Kwan, Daniel Scheinert, The Fableman, Steven Spielberg, Todd Field, and Triangle of Sadness, Ruben Östlund.
Yeah, I mean, I'm once again biased here, but it definitely should probably be one of those
Daniels.
It should be one of those top three.
They are the favorite, just so you know.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Certainly shouldn't be Tar. I mean, Tar sucked, but I mean, yeah, dude, I'm a big fan of those.
Harkening back to the animated feature, Jenna's only a fan of the original Pinocchio. I saw the Pauly Shore one and I saw the Disney one. Those ones were both awful. Haven't seen the Giro one.
Yeah, you are a notorious hater of that particular Pinocchio, and I fully agree with you. Even though I have not seen it, I will back you on that one.
Take a guess for the favorite for director.
I mean, we talked about this. See, this Triangle of Sadness thing, like, I don't know what that's going to win because that's supposed to also be really solid. Like, how are they
50-1 for Ruben Östlund?
Insane. Let's go with the Fablemans because we mentioned it earlier.
He's plus 140. He's actually second to the Daniels.
Okay.
The Daniels are minus 180 favorites. I might take a feeler on Spielberg there.
Yeah, I guess I would have to look back and see what exactly he has won Best Director for, and like if he's due, if it's like one of those things where like, oh shit, like he should have 3 instead of 2, like let's throw him another one type of thing.
Let's see what he's going Best Director for the Oscars. Steven Spielberg, Best Director, Oscars. E.T., The Color Purple, and Schindler's List. Those are nominated. Sorry. Best Director. He won Best Director for Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan, and that is it.
Well, considering this movie's like about his life and like his parents, those movies. I mean, the Academy looks kindly on those. I did not know Spielberg directed The Color Purple. That's interesting.
Yep. I didn't know Spielberg was... How old is he? 76.
He's pushing him out. He just keeps fucking going. Can't stop, won't stop.
Okay. Documentary feature film. We'll skip right past... I haven't seen any of these.
Yeah, no comments on any of this. Best of luck.
Documentary short film. Sorry, guys. I'm sure they're awesome. I'm glad that you guys made these.
Inside the Tent should have been nominated. Should
have been. Not for a documentary, but
yeah, but for the easily short film, non-documentary short film, yeah.
Editing: Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Tar, and Top Gun: Maverick.
Feels like maybe that's where they throw Elvis a bone with editing. Like, I don't know. The movie itself is super fast-paced and jumping around from one to the other, but I don't know. Top Gun probably can't not win something too. Like,
Everything Everywhere All at Once is the favorite at minus 125.
See, they need to make these favorites for the top 3. They need to give it to one of the supporting actors, the Jamie Lee Curtis or them. But like, yeah, it sounds like that's the default. If we see Wakanda Forever or Everything Everywhere All at Once, we know that they're going to be in the top 2.
International feature film: All Quiet on the Western Front.
Wow.
Yep. Argentina, Close, EO, and The Quiet Girl.
I wonder if All Quiet on the Western Front is like too like. They feel like if they give that to that, it's
like it
more
doesn't
like
count.
American, yeah, because it's like an American thing, really.
It's by far the favorite at minus 1600.
Okay, that's the greatest favorite that we have, even over the Yankee Hat Little Boy as best supporting actor. So yeah, I mean, good for that. It's an incredible war movie. Like, good for that.
It's probably gonna win. Makeup, hairstyling, All Quiet on the Western Front, The Batman, Black Panther, Elvis, and The Whale. I feel like it's Black Panther, maybe.
Yeah, Black Panther, once again, Elvis. I mean, I don't know. Baz Luhrmann does like those really pretty films like Great Gatsby, and Elvis had a bunch of colors. Like, I feel like if I could say one good thing about the Elvis film, it would be that like costume design, which they're not the favorite for, I don't believe. Wakanda was. And something like this, I think, like surely they can't give Austin Butler the award and then the movie itself doesn't win anything. Like that wouldn't really add up.
No, I think it's between probably these two. There's actually no odds for this category.
Okay.
Original score. Original score. All Quiet on the Western Front, Babylon, Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and The Fablemans. I feel like John Williams just gets nominated just to get nominated.
John Williams is fucking unreal. Facts. I have not seen Babylon, but I have heard people say it's like legitimately their favorite film of all time, or like the best film ever. Like people hyped the fuck out of the ending sequence of Babylon. So still need to watch. If I had a vote here, I would actually vote for All Quiet on the Western Front. But are you going to tell me that Everything Everywhere All at Once is the lead?
Let's take a look.
I don't know.
Score. Babylon.
Okay, Babylon.
Minus 180.
Yeah, I guess with the 1920s sort of, swinger, that type of decade, like I guess it does sort of lend itself to being like really poppy and shit. I will say,
if you want to take a shot, both Everything Everywhere All at Once and All Quiet on the Western Front, 10-1.
I like All Quiet on the Western Front. I mean, it's one of those movies that has a consistent soundtrack throughout. That's a consistent theme. It's like these haunting sort of synths that go like dun, and like it just happens at random points in the film, and it's like, oh, this is good. This is good. So yeah, I mean, good for them. Good for the Fablemans. Good for Babylon.
Here's my baby right here. Nominees for best original song. Applause from Tell It Like a Woman. Hold My Hand from Top Gun Maverick. Lift Me Up from Black Panther. Natu Natu from RRR. And This Is a Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention Lady Gaga. My girlfriend's the biggest Lady Gaga fan in the world. I don't know what the odds are. The song itself was pretty meh. Like, it was all right. Probably going to have to go triple R here. Just like throw
minus 350 for triple R.
Give Bollywood its props, brother. They know what they're fucking doing with music.
When Bollywood wants to put on a song and dance, they put on a song and dance.
Yeah, they do. They know song and dance and pony show better than anybody. So I am 100% all for it.
I did not know Everything Everywhere All at Once had an original song in it.
I wonder what portion of that occurred in. Really great movie. Like, literally amazing. There's butt plugs. Like, it's like the most random fucking movie. You will not be able to figure it out, but like in the absolute best way. Really recommend.
I recommend that, and I recommend RR. I'll shout that out to Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
We're at the big one now. It's Best Picture. All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fablemans, Tar, Top Gun Maverick, The Triangle of Sadness, and Women Talking. This is the first instance we've seen women talking.
Correct. And I will say, go down to Women Talking again. What's the one actress that's in that I really liked? Frances McDormand from Fargo, as well as the
Three Billboards, I believe, right? Yep.
Yeah. I guess after this, other than like best screenplay, it probably is a bunch of fucking junk. But in all honesty, I mean, I give it to Everything Everywhere All at Once. I would.
Minus 250.
I think Everywhere All at Once shows you what you can do as a fan of cinema. Like, I think it shows that it doesn't matter what genre the movie is, that like you can still win Best Picture. You can still make a really great movie. It's inventive, it's new, it's fun. I can't imagine it going to any of these other films. Maybe if Avatar breaks like 4 billion box office, but like even then,
I think Avatar just gets like techie awards and whatnot.
Yeah, that's probably what James Cameron's into anyway. But who's the second favorite for Best Picture?
It is The Banshees of Inisherin at 3-1.
People are really, really digging the bromance in that. Like, people
are really digging it. Well, hey, bromance in movies. That's why I loved RRR so much. Like,
yeah.
it's a big thing. That's why Top Gun's nominated.
That's 100%. I mean, Quentin Tarantino gave his take that one time that, Top Gun's actually just about a bunch of gay guys hanging out, and it's like that very well could be what's going on here. You got John Hamm and Tom Cruise. There's some sexual tension there. I mean, it's all good. It's all love.
Damn right. Production design: All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: Way of Water, Babylon, Elvis, and The Fablemans.
Could be Avatar.
We have odds for it. Babylon is plus 110, Elvis plus 225, Avatar plus 350. Western Front 5-1. Fableman's 14-1.
If
production
Babylon,
design, I bet it goes like you said. It's the 20s. The sets are going to be going nuts.
yeah, I think it has like the La La Land feel to it, like the way that the setup's going. Like, so yeah, I mean, clearly people like Babylon. I really need to watch that.
Short film animated. I'll give them shout outs because like anytime anybody makes a film, I'll shout them out. Boy the Mole, the Fox and the Horse, good for you. Flying Sailor, Ice Merchants, My Year of Dicks. That's just funny. And Ostrich told me the world is fake, and I think I believe it. Good. I mean, I'm not going to watch any of them.
Yeah.
Sorry,
what
guys.
do you think My Year of Dicks is about?
Let's take a lookie. Lou. My Year of Dicks.
Like, that has to be. Maybe there's someone named Richard. Is it like a meme?
I think you can watch the whole thing on Vimeo.
That's really short.
Oh, it's like rotoscope animation.
Okay. Interesting.
It looks interesting. I'll give it that.
My Year of Dicks starring Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee.
Yes. Short film live action. Okay, we're just we'll edit here that the inside the tent.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you
right
have to
here.
give inside the 10 its props. I mean, I thought it did an excellent job. Very, very good, solid short film.
An Irish Goodbye, Evalue, Les Pupilles, Night Ride, and The Red Suitcase.
I say give it to An Irish Goodbye just because I'm a huge fan of Irish Goodbyes. So
I am too.
Yeah.
Give it to The Irish Goodbye. Sound. All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar, The Batman, Elvis, and Top Gun Maverick. I bet it goes to All Quiet on the Western Front.
I can see that. I'm gonna get
no odds for this
okay.
This category.
I'd be curious what Avatar sounded like.
Yeah, I think Avatar wins this next one though.
It's kind of wild how much how little I should say nominations the Batman's getting, but No Way Home got like major nominations. Like I personally
well, No Way Home's a Disney product and
that's true. But the Batman's more of a serious film though, you know what I mean? Like
oh yeah.
Normally the Academy Awards aren't kind to fucking Marvel movies or anything. So I guess I'm a little bit taken back. The Batman is just like nominated for these rinky dinky awards, and I'm pretty sure No Way Home got a Best Picture nomination.
I think it did.
So like, not that it was a bad. I mean, I love them both. They're both really great films, but I'd say put some respect on fucking Edward Cullen's name. Like he fucking showed out as Batman.
Best visual effects. We have All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Batman, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and Top Gun: Maverick.
I think this is where you like don't throw Black Panther a bone. I think you just like have to give it to Avatar. Like,
minus 1,200 for Avatar.
Yeah, so there you go. That's like,
I'll say what you want about James Cameron, uninspired, whatever. The guy, the effects in his movies. When he puts out a movie, they always like break the mold of effects. And I've just seen the previews. The water effects for this movie look insane.
He really gets his dick hard. Yeah, I agree. He really gets his dick hard for visual effects and special effects. You know, if you're going to get anything out of James Cameron films, typically they're going to be either one, explosions. Actually, that's Michael Bay. Michael Bay's explosions. You're going to get fucking visual effects from James Cameron.
You get some bomb-ass visual effects from James Cameron. Writing, adapted screenplay. All Quiet on the Western Front, Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, Living, Top Gun Maverick, and Women Talking.
I'd say give it to Women Talking or All Quiet.
Yeah, it probably goes to those two. Let's see if I can find odds. Women Talking, minus 225.
Yeah.
All Quiet on the Western Front, plus 160.
I would probably take... I might lay the juice on Women Talking because like I do feel like that the way that movie is set up and sort of the direction of it, I feel like it lends itself to a best writing pick because I don't really know what else it could win from what we've seen it nominated for.
Best Original Screenplay. The Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, and Triangle of Sadness.
I think it probably has to be Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mean, it's pretty...
close to the favorite. They are the second favorite at even money.
I'm going to come off as such a fanboy, but like, I
like the value.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like once we get down to it and we get down to the nuts and bolts and we fucking review the movies, we'll dive in. But like, it's unlike anything. Like you have to.
It's like we said though. Does it go for Best Picture and Best Supporting, and kind of like lose out on some of these other ones where they're trying to throw these other movies a bone. The favorite is The Banshees of Inisherin.
Wow.
Minus
Really?
125.
I mean, it has a really interesting premise. Like, I don't quite know what I would do if like my best friend was just like, I don't want to talk, and then like didn't provide a reason. Like that would be weird. I'd be kind of pissed. Colin Farrell. They have like some funny Irish talk in it. Like, it's good. It's good.
That is all the categories for the Oscar. There's one more prop bet though, Christian.
The Gatorade color.
Will any host or award presenter be slapped during the show? No. Minus 4,500. Yes. 8-1.
I mean, I think you have to bet yes. Sprinkle 0.25 on it, 0.25 you, just because if they want to make light of it in a funny way. Like,
I think they try to. I think they look back and be like, oh, this was like the most watched Oscars in how long? Yeah, we're gonna do something kind of poking back at that.
Like, if they're dropping the ball, they're burying the lead entirely if they don't open like the second it starts with like a joke directed at it. Like, it just has to be.
What if the host what if the co-host slaps each other?
That would be good, and that counts. The host is that one comedian guy. He's like a serious comedian. He like cries on stage and stuff. I think it's a black fellow. I can't think of his name.
Is it?
I think so. I think he's hosting the Academy Awards, unless he hosted the Golden Globes.
It's Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel. Fuck me then. I guess he the other guy hosted the Golden Globes. Then that's my bad.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Kimmel.
Why Jimmy?
Whatever. Third year in a row.
I mean,
I'm Jimmy Kimmel'd out.
Yeah, I know that what's his face is done. The dude from the UK Office, but he's so good. Like, that's probably the best monologue in.
Oh, Gervais was great. Yeah.
Yeah, in Oscars history when he's just shitting on everybody. It's like we need that authenticity, CM Punk pipe bomb type shit. Like, I'm just going off the dome. And I like when it's like the SNL girls. Like, I like Amy Poehler. Maya Rudolph's doing that big Eminem shit. Like, maybe just capitalize on that. Like, Jimmy Kimmel is fine. I don't know. He's in the Illuminati, so I don't really fuck with him.
Damn right. That's our my blind. Christian's seen a couple of these films. Reaction to the Oscar noms. We're going to get their noses to the grindstone, study the film, and we'll get you back with who we think deserves what they get.
Absolutely. We're excited to continue to provide content for you and be on the lookout for a lot of great XFL content from Jim. And my short film is coming out February 15th, the day after.
Oh, you have a date?
We have a date, February 15th. Yeah, it's called Under the Light. Under the Light. So I figure that'll probably Under the Lights will probably be searched a lot. I feel like Friday Night Lights, like the word, that just feels like a basic enough title to get some traffic. So
watch Christian's short film and then watch all of my XFL previews because he's releasing it the week that the XFL starts.
It's huge. We know the traffic's going to be big for the XFL season, and I'm really, really excited about the new teams and excited for all the previews that Jim has been doing with Eric and Chase and himself, and we thank you.
And I thank you. Christian, you already shouted out what you got going on. The short film was fucking great. You guys know where to find him. I have his link tree down below. Hopefully the link works this time. Bitch-ass YouTube. And y'all know where to find me. XFL Jim everywhere. Thank you all for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time for another episode of The Drive-In. Bye-bye.